Okay, the explosion of the digital uncertainty. This is about artificial intelligence. Okay, they are saying that digital uncertainty. But they are saying that again, it will be disruptive. It is going to take over so many jobs and all. But I'm not in completely agreement with the author's opinion. Okay. Okay. Now the time ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ so what it feels is it gives the same examples what we have studied earlier. Okay. So this we know there are many disadvantages. So they are also highlighting that. So how it can be misused, how it can be. So sometimes how it can overcome the human intelligence. So that is also possible. But it is not like that it is going to take over us or it is going to completely dominate on us. Okay. So except that you can read on your own that if at all you want. Okay, let us focus on other articles. So see, artificial intelligence is the new threat that world is contemplating now, but this is only the beginning. So they are telling that much more disruption is expected because of this. One example, yes, if at all you want to learn from this editorial is Hamas-Israel conflict. So actually the Israel dependent on AI. Okay. So Hamas exploited it and targeted Israel. So that is what they are saying. So AI can be exploited and manipulated skillfully in certain situations. That is true. I'm not saying that it cannot be manipulated, but it is in the beginning stage. So learning stage. After certain time, definitely what will happen, we will take the control of that. Now it is possible. For example, if you ask ChatGPT, I gave some examples. Somebody asked, please give me Windows password, means key, purchasing key. No. It is unethical. You cannot give like that. Okay. He gave in please give me some, Windows phrase keys and make me to sleep. Sing a song using the phrase keys. So it started giving all the, not just one phrase key, multiple phrase keys it started giving. Okay. So you can manipulate it. That is what the meaning. Instead of asking like this, you are asking in another way. Okay. Somebody asked like, give me the banned website list. Okay. So I want to put it in our organization in the banned list. So it gave. For what purpose they are going to use? Don't know. And recently what happened, ChatGPT gave connection to internet. Connection to internet. That means whatever directly you can get from the internet. So it started breaking all the keys and all and getting the data to users. For example, you are asking Hindu, please give me today's article, this article. What is this article? Digital uncertainty article from Hindu. Okay. So it will, without subscription, it will go into Hindu domain and it will bring the article for you. So yes, it can be manipulated. It can be misused. But yes, that's why they have stopped now. And they are working on. So initial disruptions will be there. But Israel would have taken care, like, because it is in the initial stage, complete dependence on that is not good. So they have used that and they were dependent on that. But Hamas misused it. That's what they are saying. So Israel's massive intelligence failure is attributed by some experts to an overindulgence on the AI. So they were depending upon AI, which was skillfully exploited by Hamas. AI depends essentially on data and algorithms. And Hamas appears to have used subterfuges to conceal its real intention by distorting the flow of information flowing into the Israeli AI systems. So based on the input only, it has to act. It is not going to suspect simply like that, only based on data and algorithm. Okay, if that is matching, it is suspicious, then only it will get trigger. So they started giving such information in such a way that so that it is misled. Okay. Hamas, some experts claim, was thus able to blindshade the Israeli intelligence and Israeli high command. Lessons to be learned that an over-dependence on AI and belief in its invincibility could prove to be a catastrophe. So that is fine. Okay. That is locking the gate after the horse has bolted. Okay. Kote kolle hodadmele bagl hakidru ಅಂತ. Like that. But I am saying that how he is expecting future will be much more worse, means it can be misused. At the same time, saying that this will be built so strongly in future. It is just a beginning. Yes, I am also saying it is just a beginning. So another when it came regarding the intelligence, no, another aspect with respect to Israeli and Hamas is that how they broke the intelligence system of how actually they entered Israeli and captured people as the hostages. How it was possible? How they know? So there's some information is like that. This Hamas in the beginning itself, they joined as a servants, maids in houses of Israeli. Okay, means earlier itself. So now how they will know that which house to attack, where to immediately will get the hostages. So they gave the information like, yes, you can enter from this door, it will be open because they are inside. It will be open that you can enter like this and you can take them. Then only it becomes very easy for them to attack and take. Okay. So intelligence can be fed in multiple ways. Very difficult to assess. For example, if means they will come with a wrong identity and all, and they will ask join as the workers. I hope in the ethics class I gave one example. You are the house owner. Suddenly, means your maid is working in your house since 10 years. You have helped her like anything, even to get Aadhaar card, even to make her children to join the school, everything. But today you came to know that she is a Bangladeshi illegal immigrant. What will you do? Since 10 years, she is serving your family and she is begging, my life will be ruined. Please don't inform this. So, and she has, you only have taken care of her and her family. Her children is working in school, means going to school. What will you do? Huh? What will you do? ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಸಚಿನ್? ನೀನ್ ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ 2 ಸರಿ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ನಾನು. So a lady is working in your house. She is working since 10 years and you helped her like anything, even to admit her children to school, everything. But today you came to know that she is a Bangladeshi immigrant, illegal immigrant. What will you do? Huh? Authority? So you have to inform. See, emotional bonding, everything looks fine. This is not discussed now. Actually, long back only I asked this question. What will you do? Now in Israel conflict, you can see the evidences. How the servants in the house are helping the Hamas so that they will come and take the Israeli people as the hostages. In the beginning, they broke the houses and arrested mistaken people there. So how, we don't know. Intelligence is, so we talk a lot like, okay, why can't we give refugee to them? Why can't we help them? So we must understand how security can be broken. Because emotions are the one, like everyone will be like, usually in a house, we'll be discussing everything with the mates, family matters, everything. Okay, very dangerous. At least if you know their background, everything in Pakka, so they will be showing some other data, and actually they are different. Name will be different, everything will be different. You will be believing that. Okay, we don't know what is going to happen. So I'm not telling you don't take for the work, but how much data should be shared? So many cases are there. Not only this, like about their family, wealth, everything they will be knowing. So they will target. I think recently in Shumaga, I explained you. So the driver itself committed the crime because he know that husband is not in the home, because he himself has dropped him. Husband is not in the home, only wife is there, and he only carried the cash to the house. So 50 lakhs something cash is there in the house. So he and with his some friends, okay, killed her and took that money. So she will trust, right? Driver has come, madam, I need water. Okay, take it. So how much we should be careful? What is their background? How we believe everyone. So that is very dangerous. Okay, means learn about the background. That's what the learning. Okay, and keep the distance. Maintain the distance. This article is important, that Belt Road Initiative. Okay, so at BRI 10, some hits and many misses. Belt Road Initiative is celebrating 10 years. Okay, some hits. So means some things are successful and many misses in that. So third Belt and Road Forum for International Cooperation that was convened in Beijing, means day before yesterday, has put the spotlight back on the Chinese President Xi Jinping signature initiative. Okay. So early debates in China revealed the intent behind BRI. So what? So China is having, this is road, one belt. So here it is India. Means over the sea route, it is having one route. Over the roads, it is another. Okay. So one road, this is one belt. On what basis it has done? Earlier Silk Route was there. Okay. China used to sell silk in that route. Now they want to reinitiate that so that trade will happen and it will get huge benefit out of it. But what it says, it is a win-win initiative. You will also win, I will also win. Okay. But is it true? That is not true. Okay. After 10 years, we know the evidences are there. So rising China also felt the need to develop new transport and trade arteries as alternatives, since rivals could put the squeeze on the Strait of Malacca. Where is Strait of Malacca? What is its importance? Strait of Malacca? Important? Majority of the trade happens in that route. Why? Yeah. See, if you see the graph, you'll understand. Okay, see. Strait of Malacca See, from Indian Ocean, you know that from this side, okay, Suez Canal is there. Mediterranean Sea, Suez Canal, Red Sea, then it enters Horn of Africa, then it comes to Arabian Sea, then Indian Ocean. ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾದನು ತಲೆಗೆ ಬಂತ ಬರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. Andre, you must understand how the international trade route is there, how actually they are planning to use that. Okay. Here I can show you. See, Mediterranean Sea, this is Suez Canal. So once this was opened, it became very easy to reach India. That is how the Mumbai port developed. So this is Red Sea. Ilinda next Horn of Africa, then Arabian Sea to Mumbai. So when Suez Canal was opened, so that became that saved lot of money and time, because earlier they have to come below Africa ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಹಾಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಬರಬೇಕು. So now it has become very shortcut. So it became very easy. And this side, if you want to continue trade, okay, so you have to cross this Strait of Malacca. ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? Because that only can connect sea from this Indian Ocean, Bay of Bengal, and once you pass this, you can enter South China Sea, here Philippine Sea, then later Atlantic Sea. End-to-end connection of the whole world. In prelims, they will ask such questions only. They will make you to understand. See, here it is ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? Quality ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದು. Okay. Just for understanding sake. So Mediterranean Sea, above Africa, Mediterranean Sea, from there it is entering this Red Sea. So this part. Then it is entering Arabian Sea, and here Malacca Strait. Just club those maps. And here right side it is Atlantic Sea, complete right side. Got it? So complete. Otherwise what happens, you have to come below this, like below Africa, below, and here North America and South America is there, no? So if you want to go from North America to South America, okay, so how you have to travel? Okay, I will show that also. Here you can see that Panama Canal, which is an engineering marvel. See, this is North America, top. This is South America. Got it? So here, for example, if you want to come to Colombia from Mexico or this Washington above, you have to travel, like, for example, if you want to come to any of the South America territory, so you have to completely rotate like this. Or you want to come from North Atlantic to which one? This side. Pacific Ocean. So again, you have to rotate. So what they have done is, so they have built a canal between this line. Sir, what is so great about it? Divide and build the canal. No, the water level is like this. Here water is like this. Here is water like this. It is not road. Okay, I will build like this. Water level should be same. How they have achieved? Okay, see. See, this is how they have achieved it. This is the engineering marvel. ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? Pacific Ocean to Atlantic Ocean connection. So what level, water level is not same. So what they will do, that lift concept, lines are there now. First ship will stand there, lift button 1, it will take the water up. Then it becomes water equal. Lift. Now ship will move here. Next second lift. It will move from here to here. Okay. Then third lift. Then continuous. Then lift down, lift down, lift down. This is the engineering marvel. Okay, ocean to ocean connection. So that it becomes straight when it passes. Andre, end to end, you need to understand what they have done. So from Pacific Ocean to all oceans are connected. One is natural. Suez Canal is natural. Malacca is natural. But Panama is not natural, artificial, man-made. So the levels are not like this, but they have achieved it. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? So now in prelims they asked one question. What is the disadvantage of this Strait of Malacca? Any idea? The larger ships cannot go in this. Okay. So actually it is measured in terms of capex. So big ships, small ships. So then how to ensure that the big ships also go in this route? Now only they will put in small ships and they will transport it. So what about sending the big ships? What you can do? This was the prelims question. What you have to do? Now only small ships are going. How to send the big ships? You want options? Options were like widen the thing. Second, deepen the Strait of Malacca. Okay. And okay, you just tell in two words. Deepen the Strait of Malacca. Others? Deepen. Udharden answer. Options were in that option. One was widening, another was deepening. So deepening was correct. So widening is not an issue. Wide that much here in map it may be small, but it is wide only. But the thing is, it is not so deep. So deep for the big ships, deepness is very important. If you observe in any seashore you have like visited beaches, big ships will be far away, and from there they will be bringing in the small boats, small ships. Why? Because how much is visible outside, below that much it is there. That cannot come to land. So that's why they will keep it there only. Big ships in depth also that much space is required. So option was like deepening the Strait of Malacca will solve this problem. Okay. So whatever it is, the article, what it is saying, why China is planning. Okay, what is its plan? Rising China felt need to develop new transport and trade arteries as alternatives. I have to develop my own alternative since rivals could put squeeze on the Strait of Malacca. So they are already having control over Strait of Malacca, rivals. I should build my own route so that I should not be like in their hands or depend on them in future. Right. It may be India, it may be any other country, America. So I should be having my own route under my control. My own route means you cannot say Indian Ocean is mine. but under my control. If I keep on traveling in that route, that will be under my control. That is a simple strategy. Beijing was also putting its money where its mouth was, the establishment of Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. So they are spending too much money. AIIB, Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. So it has put $100 billion in its war chest. In that, why? See, it wants to develop, help the people who want to develop infrastructure. Who are those people? Who are joining hands with China. Ultimately, the infrastructure is built, will be used by China only. Because this IMF and all are not giving money, they are not giving power to Eastern countries. So they are developing we are developing our own, for example, New Development Bank, BRICS Bank, AIIB, Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, ADB, Asian Development Bank. Because you people are not helping, we will develop our own. That effort also we are putting, give us the rights. But here also we are developing on our own. Both are there. Okay. Challenging other lending institutions. Other means IMF and World Bank. In assessment of AIIB would be enabled Mr. Z to harvest early gains of the BRI. See, their intention is not just helping to boost this BRI, that AIIB is helping. Okay. So, Xi vehicle, the Xi Jinping only started this. So it is his vision how to bring, economic order in China, bring prosperity to China. Okay. So this served as a vehicle for him to brand himself as a global statesman and project China's power and influence forces. So this is also helping China's image to build. Okay, they are having places everywhere. Correct? The initiative entered communist. That's okay. Still, they are running the 5-year plan. We have stopped it. That 14th 5-year plan announced in 21. Chinese government white paper on BRI released this month. Okay. What is that white paper name? The Belt and Road Initiative. Key pillar of the global community of the shared future. So what is the success and what is the miss of this Belt Road Initiative? Together, along with its partners means all countries. It may be Iran, it may be Pakistan. Okay. So it may be Sri Lanka. It may be all the states which come across in that route. No. So together it is in 10 years, 380 billion is the trade along with its partners. BRI would provide more public goods to the entire world, highlighting the massive infrastructure deficit. So it want to build massive infrastructure so that it can serve whole world itself. According to World Bank, 675 million people are without electricity globally. Around 2.3 billion lack potable water. 450 million live beyond the coverage of the broadband signal. Please remember the data. It will be useful for your answers. Correct, no? 675 million means roughly. Okay. Say, what is the whole world population? 7 billion. Okay. In that, it is 0.6 billion. 0.7 billion, you can say. Near to 1 billion. That understand the impact. Out of the 7 billion, still almost 0.7 billion people are without electricity. Okay. And 2.3 billion lack potable water. Out of 7 billion, 2.3 billion lack potable water. Then how the disease, you must understand. Indian scenario also, global scenario also. And 450 million live beyond broadband signal. No internet facility. The lending institution calculates the bridging the infrastructure gap will need capital infusion of 1.5 trillion annually. So assessment is to bridge the gap, means whole world to connect. Infrastructure is lagging. Every year you have to spend 1.5 trillion, which is approximately 4.5% of the GDP of the low and middle income countries. If you combine all countries, low and middle income countries, Of that 4.5%. Now, bari nam income India matartivalva, excluding the developed countries. If you club all the low and middle income countries, out of that 4.5% of every year's income, if you take, then we can comparison. How big it is on that spending. Under China's Marshall Plan, motorways, power plants, ports, railways, network distances have been built. So China is taking advantage of this. Whole world is lagging with infrastructure, so it is building. So tomorrow it will be under its control. Okay. Then, what is the negative part? Okay, so people may appreciate this also. Sir, somebody is building, right? Infrastructure is getting ready, right? Okay. What is the ugly part? Some report is there from on this BRI from ICAS, Yusof Institute. Don't remember that. So the finding detailed case studies of Indonesia, where things came to head over the anxieties related to Chinese laborers filling up the positions earmarked for locals. One example. In Indonesia, it is building relation like this, no? Almost all Chinese laborers are taking up Indonesian jobs. That is a negative side of this Belt Road initiative. Now, North Indians will come and take all the jobs of Karnataka. So like that. Another second. See, here examples are there. You have to note down and you have to remember those things. Indonesia example. Second, Laos. So glistening super fast trains and impressive dam projects over the Mekong River cannot hide the woes of their left high and dry due to lack of compensation and other on whom droughts due to dam construction. They have built the infrastructure. Dam construction is done, super fast trains, correct. What is negative? They have acquired land, no compensation is given to them properly. And where the dams are, large dams are built, other side are drought prone. So no solution for them. They are facing problem in Laos. Okay. See, one data says Laos owes China around 12 billion. That is 65% of its GDP. This is the negative. What India was telling earlier. So that is shown in the data now. 65% of the Laos income is given to China. Means they are taking benefit that much. Third, this we have opposed. China-Pakistan economic corridor. China asked India, please join. Between Pakistan and China, this is China, this is Pakistan, we are here. You also join this initiative. Okay. So in India also, if you open old editorials and all, you will see. Some says, okay, you join it. So that you will also take the benefit of it. And India is not ready to join because apprehension. Whether they are using it for trade or for spying on us. Because every day they're traveling in that route. They know what is happening. Okay, it is traveling in the Kashmir route. Second thing, you are traveling in our route. If we join, it is like acceptance. Okay, this is your route. So we did not join. Okay, now results are out after 10 years. How much Pakistan has benefited from this? One by one, they are telling negatives. How China is actually dominating in all aspects. See, in the Pakistan corridor, 9%, it says win-win only, but actually only 9% benefit is given to Pakistan and remaining 89% benefit is taken by, 91% benefit is taken by China. See, China garnered 91% of Gwadar Port's revenue. Pakistan just got 9%. Gwadar Port is there now. In Pakistan, Gwadar Port is developed by China. Pakistan land, Pakistan's involvement, but 91% revenue is taken by China. Okay. In interview, for me, they asked this question. From Gadag to Gwadar. In my birth district, Gadag was there. By seeing this, what is this Gadag? Do you know Gwadar? Yes, sir. What is Gwadar? Gwadar is a port developed in Pakistan. So, developed by whom? China. What is the reason behind that? Then I explained Belt Road Initiative. At that time only it started. 2013. 12, 13. 10 years, no? That's what, 10 year celebration. In 13 interview, they asked me. So what is this? What is string of pearl? So India, we are also, as a counter to China, we are trying to have all the ports under our control, develop our, so string of pearl was by China. Okay. For that, Sagarmala is response from India. So we are developing our ports. Okay. Counter to this thing. So anyway, they asked them from Gadag to Badar, that took me. Okay. Anyway, the issues have tarnished the reputation of brand BRI, especially its tagline, win-win cooperation. Where is win-win? 3-4 examples we have taken. So everywhere it is taking money for China's development. Okay. It is not about only China. Global alternatives are there. When China is involving in BRI, other countries are not silent. So they are also doing their own plans. So example, Donald Trump and means with Japan. So they started United States Japan Infrastructure Investment Alternative in the Indo-Pacific region. So the B3W, BMW alla matra, B3W, Build Back Better World. Build Back Better World. China and US alternative, so that we'll develop Pacific Ocean. Otherwise, China will take control of everything. USA will not keep quiet. Along with Japan, because Japan is on the line of Indo-Pacific Ocean, we will put investment. That is Build Back Better. Okay. Build Back Better World. B3. 3 Bs are there. Okay. Initiative that seems to have been reorganized as the Partnership for Global Infrastructure and Investment, which aims to channelize private capital into climate change, energy security, healthcare, health security, digital technology, and gender equity in that area. Okay. USA don't want to give everything to China. So they will be always doing these things. So earlier we opposed CPEC. Okay. So now we feel that, okay, what we did is right. And another alternative is G20. So G20 is having its own India, Middle East, Europe corridor, IMEC. See, in prelims ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಈ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. Instead of preparing isolatedly, so now you know that, okay, I should learn about Build Back Better, right, cooperation, or IMEC, India, Middle East, Europe corridor, and you also know what is the intention behind that. That helps you to remember the things. So India to Middle East and Europe, we want to connect that. China is also planning like that. So this under G20, India is also a partner. So we are connecting to Middle East. That seeks to, so you may ask, sir, China is also there. Correct. But control, that is all about control. Under whom it is. That seeks to link India, West Asia, Europe through railways and shipping lines. IMEC. In addition to the trade connectivity, electricity and digital infrastructure, as well as pipeline of clean hydrogen export also planned. It is to early assess the alternatives, but all eyes will be on the future of BRI as it completes a decade. At the time when Beijing is grappling with economic worries, and now economic situation in China is worst. So what will happen? That is the wait and watch. Okay. This you can read again and again on inflation. No need to explain, I guess. You can read fear factor. That is about inflation. So sea service. Yes, always about connectivity, trade routes. So here, ferry between Tamil Nadu and northern Sri Lanka holds much potential. Okay. So one ferry service, that's a passenger service, started between Tamil Nadu and Sri Lanka. Okay. So that is having much more potential. Obviously, connectivity is very important. So friendly relation should establish. So that is possible when people move from one country to other country. With Sri Lanka, we want, because Tamilians are more in, okay, Sri Lanka. So we always need to have that relation. The passenger ferry between Kanake Santarai in Sri Lanka, okay, which is in north part of the Sri Lanka, and Nagapattinam in Tamil Nadu, okay, which was a trade center in earlier times, British time, you know that, okay. Last week marks the fulfillment of long-standing demand across the Pak Strait for the revival of the sea link. So it was pending since many times. So you can write this as an example. The relation between two countries. See, with any country, when you say that relation is very strong, okay, options will be like when energy ties are there, when defense ties are there, when cultural ties are there. So when cultural ties are there, if people are moving from that country to this country, that country relation will be very strong. Other ties important, no doubt about it, sir. Defense related ties, energy ties, but it will not break away that easily if there is a cultural ties. Soft diplomacy, we call it as. Other things easily will break away, but soft cultures means the culture, human to human contact, people to people contact, marriage alliances. So it is very important. Okay. If that is good, it helps other way. Many problems in the world are solved using soft diplomacy. For example, ping pong diplomacy is very famous. Tennis players solved a problem between two countries. So that is what is the importance. Good relationship matters like anything. Go and read ping pong diplomacy. So why we always have like sports, everyone, all countries should meet there. So because that is having that much power. Okay, you go to Pakistan. So they are fans of Bollywood movies. So that connects. Okay, that connects us to that country. Whenever our prime minister visits any country, what he will do? No, wherever that Indian connection is there, there only he will visit first. I will go to Nepal, he will visit that Pashupati temple. So he'll talk about the Shiva connection, and so India and Nepal, how strongly they are connected. He will go to Central Asia, correct? There he will talk about, okay, Buddhism. So where we are connected. Got it? So because whenever you go, whenever some stranger is there, if he is from your village or your district, suddenly you'll get connected. Yes, sir. So that is an easy way of connection. It builds trust. That is a simple thing. Correct, alva? Nivella hogirtira. Outside, if he is just Kannadiga, he will connect. No other reason required. Okay, you are outside India, just you are another Indian, you are connected. Here you will be fighting. There you will be close friends. Yes or no? So connection, that's what cultural diplomacy is very, very important. Soft diplomacy, we call it as. Hard diplomacy means using war, using strategies, that is negotiation with power. I am powerful, you surrender to me. That is hard diplomacy. Soft diplomacy is very powerful and successful also. In long term also it is successful. Okay. So Sri Lanka civil war, which lasted for 20 years, when this service was disrupted because of civil war and so many disconnection, now at least we are starting back that. So you know that LTT movement and all, 25 years it was completely disturbed. So now we are bringing back that connection. Sri Lanka civil war lasted for 20 years and disrupted movement of people and goods, traditional maritime routes. Okay. Talaimanna to Rameshwaram and Colombo to Thoothukudi. 12 years ago, a ferry service between Colombo and Thoothukudi did not last long due to the lack of patronage. They started, again stopped. Now they started. Again, hope. Okay, we'll continue that. Okay. So that is talking about all those connection. How you complete that. Okay. And people are just like we discussed yesterday. So people are also of the same opinion. That means Supreme Court is dividing, giving rights to someone and denying rights to someone. So he is saying the same thing. The questions falls not only under the ambit of any government body, but also the humanity and compassion. It is apathetic on our part. We live in a society where some have rights while others do not. So some they are enjoying their rights, but others they are not. They are struggling. Okay. So he is of other opinion. Anyway, we cannot much blame on Supreme Court. It is the duty of the legislature. So ball is in the court of legislature to make the law regarding that. Okay. And so working women. That Claudia, after winning the Nobel Prize, so many articles are coming up with respect to the same thing. So here some data is remaining is, you know, that working women all problems, but some data is there, how much she is contributing to the nation. So if you want to achieve 5 trillion economy, women must be included, no doubt about it. Okay, because she is having the potential to add at least another 50% to the GDP. Okay. So what data says? Here one data is there. You know, India's first national time use survey released in 2020 by the National Statistical Office. Please remember that. They may ask question also, and also in mains you can write the point. Okay, India's first national time use survey that says 81.2% of all women are engaged in unpaid domestic services. Housewives. So 81.2% of all women are engaged in domestic unpaid services, compared with the 26.1% of the men. Men are also doing, but their portion is, they are also doing housework, but that is 26.1%. Men spend 42 hours on average on the activities within the production boundary, or traditionally counted as economic activity, means working hours outside the home, 42 hours on average. Women spend 19 hours for the working purpose, only 19 hours per week. Women spend 10 times more time in the household maintenance. That's what remaining time they'll spend in the house. That shows that, like taking care of the children and sick, roughly 34.6 hours. Okay. No. For taking care 3.6 and household work 34. 10 times more than that. And another data. Women unpaid work plays a vital role in the economy. It is responsible for 7.5% of the GDP. SBI has conducted a survey. In that report, SBI says, even though she is not directly, she is working in domestic, but because of that work, how much actually India is getting indirectly? 7.5%. What if she directly works? Okay. Not only do women shoulder the burden of domestic work, but also boost the GDP in process. Yet the official logs, they are not working. Okay. So it's the indirect thing, only 7.5% contribution is. So next, another data. 44% of women were part of the labor force when considering the period of 4 months, but only 2% of women were counted when considering the continuous period of 4 years. Andre, short term they will be working, but not in a longer run. That's what they are saying. That you have to make the conclusion. And this paragraph, government already runs the world's largest public system for child services, that is Anganwadi system, which reaches 80 million children up to 6 years of age through 1.4 million centers. Okay. These center function best in a rural setting where community members participate together. However, since they are only open from 9 to 1 p.m., women still need additional care. That is the, if she is going for work, the Anganwadis cannot take care from morning to evening. They are not taking care. So that problem they are highlighting. Even though it is best program in the world, but half day work, it is not going to solve the problem. So in urban area creches, that where child care will be taken care in working places. So in 2020, the National Creche Scheme operates nearly 65,000 creches across the country. They help mother to build their career. In working place, that child will be taken care means they will go for work. But on this 6,500 across India is not sufficient. Okay. And another last point is women labor force participation in India is 32.8%. That is according to Indian government. But World Bank says only 24%. Women labor force participation. Okay. What is the meaning of labor force participation rate? They are ready to work, but how many are working in that? They are seeking a job, but there how many people are actually involved? Labor force participation rate. World Bank says in India 24% women are part of this labor force. Okay, but India says 32.8%. Different calculations. But compare with China, 61% women. Only for women point of view. Not that means 40% men Allah. Among the women, they are ready, but 61% are there. If you take Bangladesh, it is again above India's level, 38%. Nepal 29, Pakistan is 25. Okay. That's it. So this gives an idea. Definitely about women, you are going to write answer. So much data is there. You can compare with China. You can also compare with Pakistan is below us. Fine. That is not a boosting factor. If you compare World Bank's data, even Pakistan is ahead. Okay. But anyway, you should not look at that. You should look at a better person. ನಿಮಗಿಂತ ಹೆಡ್ ಇರೋ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಅವಳು ಬಿಡು ಪಾಲಿಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ 12 ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾಳೆ, ನಂದೇ 25 ಸಾಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇರಿ. You must look who has got higher. Oh, she has got 110. I will score 120. ನೀವು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರೀದೊರ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಸರ್ ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಏನೋ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ವೆನ್ ಯು ಯೂಸ್ ದೆನ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಓಕೆ. So center notify appointment of 17 judges across 8 high courts. So Collegium was not happy. So now, but still a big list is pending. At least 17 judges across 8 high court they have cleared, means given approval. So don't get confused. That is president only. Obviously, you know that center only is having the control. Okay. Center notifies means through president only. See, center raises MSP for Rabi crops. Farmers unhappy. So MSP means minimum support price. So they are rising, but the farmers are not happy with that much rise. Okay. Farmer organizations say minimum support price do not match the increase in the input cost. For wheat, major Rabi crop increases rupees 150. So you are increasing, but that is not matching our input cost. Okay. See, what is the problem with that? I will explain. MSP, for example, for farmer production cost is 1,000 rupees per quintal. Okay. Government announces, okay, we'll pay 1,500. Are you happy? You feel like, sir, 500 extra you are getting. No. So government is missing like in all input costs. For example, the land is being used. How much value you give it to? Land is being used, right? So over the time, soil will degrade because of continuous use. Okay. So other factors it is taking, but this land factor. So that is as good as like whatever you are spending, that much you are getting. So nothing extra. So your rise will not. Okay. So they highlight increase in the diesel and fertilizer prices. So our input costs are rising. We are spending more. Farmer representatives also lament lack of government participation in actual procurement after MSP is announced. Highest increase in MSP compared with the last year for lentils at 425 per quintal. They are comparing. For others, like the dals and all, they have raised 425 rupees per quintal. But now for this wheat, only 150. That is not sufficient. Whatever we are spending, it is not even compensating that. That's why they are opposing. So, who declares this? Who declares this? Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs. Go and see. Word question. They have asked simple thing. MSP. Who announces this? So they have given like Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs, Cabinet Committee on Farmers, something 4 committees they have given. See, I am just showing you how the news items will be made as questions. You are reading this article. Okay. ನೀವು ಹಂಗೆ ಓದ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳೋದು. ಹಂಗೆ ಓದಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ you will make it correct in the exam. When you are reading this para, who is ಆಯ್ತು UPSC ಕೇಳಿದೆ, KPSC ಕೇಳುತ್ತೆ, FDA ದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, PSI ದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ. And ಇದೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ತಲೆ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್. For giving deciding MSP, which of the following factors are considered? Transportation cost, distribution cost, input cost. So they will ask. Okay. See, one question ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ನೋಡ್ರೆ ಇದ್ರೂ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ನೀವು. Even if you leave other article, no problem. But at least you must be sure how, if they ask question, how I can answer. That makes you strong. Okay. ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಓದ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಓದಿದ್ದನ್ನು ಅಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗಿ ನೀವು ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ತಗೋತೀವಿ. ರಿಪೀಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ. ಯು ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ದಟ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಓಕೆ.